Mike Tyson was born on June 30, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. Mike had an illustrious boxing career in which he was widely renowned for his speed, power, head movement and precision of his power punches. Mike Tyson's boxing career record finished with 50 wins, 44 by knockout, 6 losses and 2 no contests. His best wins came against Michael Spinks, Tony Tucker, Donovan Razor Ruddock, Larry Holmes and Frank Bruno. He was considered one of the most dominant heavyweight champions of all time. He is also the youngest heavyweight champion ever when he won his first title at 20 years old. Tyson was so successful at such a young age and he maintained his dominance for many years. He is considered one of the best defensive to offensive fighters with his ability to get low and time his punches. His quick and powerful knockout punches were legendary. He was also incredibly mobile and was able to effectively maneuver inside and outside of an opponent's range. He was ferocious and fearless and could punch and could fight, making him one of the greatest boxers ever. George Foreman was born on January 10, 1949, in Marshall, Texas. Foreman is a 2-time world heavyweight champion and an Olympic gold medalist. He competed professionally between 1969 and 1997, and notably retired for 10 years before becoming the oldest heavyweight champion at age 45. Some of his most memorable wins include the knockout of the unbeaten legend Joe Frazier to win the World Heavyweight Championship, his knocking out of Michael Moorer to win back the World Heavyweight Championship in 1994, and the knockouts of both Ron Lyle and Ken Norton. During his career, Foreman won 76 fights. He had 5 losses. He had 68 knockouts, which is why he is also referred to as Big George. His career was marked by a total of 8 heavyweight title bouts. Foreman's fighting style was rooted in the fundamentals, favoring a strong jab and a powerful right hand. He had powerful clubbing punches and fought with menace. He was a frightening puncher. George frequently moved forward, establishing an aggressive style and breaking opponents physically and mentally with hurtful punches to the head and body. His great success was due to his will, determination and good punching power. In his later career he had more patience with better endurance, making him great at capitalizing on opponents' mistakes. He also found happiness and success outside the boxing ring with his Foreman grill and turning to religion.
What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
In a very difficult fantasy matchup, any outcome is possible. Mike Tyson promises to come out fast and get some. George is silently, menacingly confident. Mike's strategy is the only way to get it done, but we saw Foreman versus Frazier twice. Concerns are that Mike is going into the fire, which is dangerous for him. Stylistically, George had a much longer reach, and he had an edge in punch placement and power. George had the advantage of being able to hit Tyson on the way in and the way out. Tyson had the edge in speed, movement and footwork. He also had a raw aggression of reckless abandon. Tyson couldn't fight going backwards and George Foreman always pushes shorter fighters backwards, so it's intriguing. So the start has Mike come forward and open up. He wins some early rounds, then Mike gets caught coming in. George would start to slowly push Tyson back. Foreman, the slower fighter, would time Tyson coming in enough to keep him honest. Then Mike would get desperate, which leaves him in punching range too often. George would then start to wear down Tyson with head and body punches. Mike would land also and cause swelling to George's face. Tyson keeps trying but eventually takes too much punishment. In the championship rounds, George would land a devastating right hand after jabs and left hooks. Mike would be game until the end, so prediction is George Foreman by stoppage round 10 in a tough bruising encounter. This would be a case of timing beating speed. What's your thoughts on this outcome? Who you got in this matchup? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.